Day. Welcome in, everybody. You are here live with the YMF Racing Network. We're live tonight with a brand new series for FTR. This is going to be the debut of their Wednesday night ARCA series here at Daytona. We're here. It's the BCGaming 45 tonight. Huge shout out to BCGaming 14 over on Twitch for sponsoring tonight's event. And qualifying is wrapping up now. These guys should be hitting the grid at any time. I'm really excited for tonight. Super Speedway Racing always puts on a great show, especially one of my favorite tracks, Daytona, brand new debut series. We got new drivers to FTR, familiar drivers to FTR. It's gonna be a great night. Everybody hits the grid. We're gonna go ahead and pull up the race facts for tonight. Again, we're live at Daytona. It is the debut of the FTR ARCA series, and tonight there's going to be no fast repairs, 2 extra sets of tires, and 45 laps. It'll be a nice quick race. These guys are going to have to make some moves quick if they want to make it up to the front. Give me just a moment. We will pull up our starting grid. All right, here we go. We'll run through. We got about 28 cars for tonight's race. Starting on the pole, and I apologize if I butcher your name, Mr. Nasir. Is it Nasir? Nasir? We'll go with Nasir. Never ready in the 014 car. Starting second, Brandon Cowell, a familiar name to the FTR family. We saw him actually finish third in the trucks on Monday night at Michigan. If you were live with YMF Racing Network, you enjoyed a very good night of racing Monday. Starting third, Chris Gates. Fourth, John Ross. Fifth, Bradley Bartley. Sixth, Bryant Nagel. Seventh, Tom Marshall. Eighth, fan favorite Robert Chappell. There he is. Ninth, Randy Coyer. 10th, Dustin Dory. 11th, Cody DeForge. Where'd we go? There's everybody. All right, we were 10th. We were going down to I'm sorry, 10th, Dustin Dory. 11th, Cody DeForge. Get back on track here. 12th, Dave Peterson. The 13th, Tyler Spencer. 14th, Clayton Fowler. 15th, Thomas Ridgway. Man, tough night for him in Michigan, unfortunately. 16th, Matt Grosso. 17th, Christian Devine. 18th, Chris Maxwell. I'm sorry, messing up these names here. 17th, Christian Devine. 18th, Chris Maxwell. It's been a rough day, guys. 19th, Kevin Croft. 20th, Barry Acker. 21st, Brandon Bell. 22nd, James Smith. 23rd, Russ Martin Jr. 24th, Eric Custer. 25th, Peyton Burkett. 26th, JJ Lisa. 27th, Casey Cotterman. And rounding out the field in 28th will be Tyler Stroll. Again, we'll be looking at 45 laps here tonight. And this is the BCGaming 45. Huge shout out to BCGaming. Russ Martin, he's back in the 91 truck. We're going to keep an eye on 91 car. Used to saying truck. Typically do the broadcasts for the Monday Night Truck Series with these guys. So going to have to get used to saying car, truck. We'll check in with Russ Martin throughout the night. Back starting 25th in the that 91 car. Fields making their way around the turn 4 into the tri-oval now. Pace car is off. And green flag is out. We are underway. The BCGaming 45 at Daytona here on YMF Racing Network. Brandon Cowell off to a strong start on the outside line. Field coming out of turn 2. Side by side, pretty much all the way back. Brandon Cow getting some help from John Ross in the 44. Where's everybody checking in tonight? Where are you checking in from? Where are you watching from? Who's your favorite driver? Who do you think's gonna win? See some 87 fans in the house. Oh, we might have trouble. Car to the inside wall. Robert Chappell was involved with that. I don't think he actually hit the wall. No damage. Let's go back and rewind it and see exactly what just happened. See that purple 458 come down the track and get into zero, gets him loose. 87 goes down to avoid it, unfortunately, and still gets some contact from that zero. Good heads up thinking from the 87, but unfortunately, zero still made his way back down there. We'll go back to live. Oh, he may have suffered some damage from that. Robert Chappell on pit road early. Not good for him. He's going to go a lap down rather quickly. Brandon Cow still out front, followed by John Ross. Nasir in third. Chris Gates fourth, and Cody DeForge fifth. Cody DeForge, he was looking excellent in the trucks at Michigan on Monday. Unfortunately, a late race accident for him. Let's see if he's able to make something happen tonight. So these are your top four cars. Let's go back there. Kind of breaking away from the second pack. Trouble 35 into the wall. 21. Zero involved in another incident. That's going to bring the caution out. We are on lap 4. First, I guess, second incident. First real incident. Everybody was able to, for the most part, avoid that damage on the first little get together, minus Robert Chappell. Let's go back and get a look at that. Ooh, hard licking the wall at 35. Getting an overhead view and see exactly what happened. So we rewind here. All right, so let's keep an eye on the 0, the 35. I believe the 21. 0 just moves into the down of the track a little bit, gets into the side of the 35, sends him in around, and they collect 21. Let me rewind that one more time. Believe that was the 0 who went around, or who came down. Let's see if we can watch the lanes here. No, 35 is coming up the track. I think they both just kind of move, maybe 0 moves down just a hair, and 35 is also moving up at the same time. Just a bad luck, unfortunate event there. Tough break for those guys. Again, 0 fast repairs tonight, so not a good way to start out the race for the 0. But good news for Robert Chappell. That's perfect news for Robert Chappell, honestly. Again, he may have got some damage from that contact just before this yellow flag, and he was going to hit the pits and get that repaired. And lucky for him, the caution came out right on time. So I don't believe he's going to go a lap down now. He should be able to get most of his damage repaired, and he'll be back into this race. So good news for your 87 fans. Field making their way around turn 4 right now. Let's go ahead and pull up our top 20 cars right now. Brandon Cowell, John Ross, Nasir Navarrete. 4th, Chris Gates. 5th, Cody DeForge. 6th, Christian Devine. 7th, Casey Cotterman. 8th, Matt Grossel. 9th, Russ Martin Jr. 10th, Bryant Nagel. Oh, some one faker for pit road. A few other people going to bring it down and top off on fuel. So let's hold off on this. John Ross is the car who faked it. Everybody else, I believe, came in. 057, Christian Devine stayed out with him. Russ Martin Jr. stayed out with him as well. Looks like everybody else pretty much came down to the pits to top off on fuel. We saw this strategy play out in the trucks. So, and it seemed to work out, and we saw that happen in the FTR Four Seasons Auto Wash Truck Series. So we might see it here tonight in our ARCA series. A huge break for Robert Chappell back in that 87 car. Hopefully he was able to get most of that damage repaired. Oh, we have an issue with Dave Peterson. What happened to Dave? Oh, he just pulled it off and reset. Maybe he didn't quite get everything repaired. He was just involved in that incident, so maybe he didn't get everything repaired. Maybe he pulled over and decided to tow back to the pits. Should go green this time around. I'm sorry. Lights should go off this time around. Yeah, after everybody hit the pits, it's going to move again. John Ross, your leader. Christian Devine will be second. Russ Martin third. Eric Custer fourth. Tyler Stroll fifth. Tyler Spencer sixth. Dustin Dory seventh. Brandon Cowell eighth. Chris Gates ninth. Nasir 10th, Cody DeForge 11th, Brandon Bell 12th, Barry Acker back in 13th, Bryant Nagel 14th, Randy Courier 15th, Clayton Fowler 16th, Casey Cotterman 17th, James Smith 18th, Chris Maxwell 19th, JJ Lisa 20th, Tom Marshall running 21st, Thomas Ridgway 22nd, Matt Russell 23rd, Peyton Burkett 24th, Kevin Croft 25th, Bradley Bartley 26th, Robert Chappell 27th, and Dave Peterson will be back in 28th, still on pit road, looking to get some of that damage repaired. Again, no fast repairs tonight, so hopefully he's able to get that taken care of and back out on the track. I'm thinking he should only be down to a lap right now. So another caution, he'll be right back in the game. Go in and check in on Russ Martin. And he's running third. He's in your 91 car. He is live on Twitch. Again, you can. This is the BCGaming 45 at Daytona, and it's sponsored by Mr. Russ Martin Jr. himself. You can find him on Twitch, BCGaming 14. B like boy, C Gaming 14. Definitely make sure you look him up if you're on Twitch, if you use that platform, and give him a follow. Say hi. Let him know you're watching over on the YMF Racing Network. Let him know you appreciate his sponsorship tonight for helping making this series happen, making this event happen. A huge shout out. Good looking car. I love that black and green. Black and green is just a good color combination. I've always liked green, like a lime green, black and purple. Makes a little bit of white in there. We'll go through and check on some of the cars. Maybe we'll get another caution tonight, or the field spreads out. Check out some of the cool paint schemes. I like this heat wave that here's that 057 Christian Devine. It's a cool car. Watching practice earlier, there's one car back there. It looks like I thought it was Bubba Wallace on track. We'll check on him momentarily. Pace car is off, hitting pit lane. Green flag is out. John Ross leading the field down the front stretch. Great start by John Ross. Pulling away easily. The first few cars. Russ Martin, Christian Devine, Tyler Stroll. All able to pull out ahead, single file. Eric Custer is going to lead the pack behind him. Got some racing back here with Dustin Dory, Tyler Spencer battling out for 6th position right now. Brandon Cowell behind him. Oh, 8 into the wall. Is driving that number 8. I'm trying to find his 8 on my leaderboard. I don't see the name. Either way, no trouble. First 5 cars still single file up front. Leader John Ross, Russ Martin Jr. Oh, trouble back in the field. Caution is out. This will be our second caution of the night. Oh no, Thomas Ridgway involved. Chris Maxwell, number 6. Let's go back and see if we can get a good look, see exactly what happened. Cars are coming down the back stretch here. Oh, just a hard checkup from that 82. 6 wasn't ready. Let's see if we can get an overhead view from our chopper. One more rewind here. Let's see who all was involved. I believe it started with Casey Cotterman in the 82. And then Randy Courier right ahead of him in that 52. And Randy Courier slows up. 82 bumps into him. 82 checks up. We can maybe slow this down just a little bit. I'm not sure if this will work or not. Let's give it a try. All right, let's slow this down. So watch the number 52 on the inside line, Randy Courier. Looks like he's gonna check up. Yeah, he checks up. 82 gets into him. Just a chain reaction. 6 into 82, 64 into 6. The rear left side of the bumper. That's gonna send him around, and then 4. Unfortunately, wow. Just a massive pile up. That 586 gonna get a piece of it. Is 21 make it through? There you go, 21. You made it skirt through. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, 21 gets a little bit of damage. A little bit of damage again. He was involved in that first incident. Almost made it. Let's go back live, check in on everybody. Tough break for those guys. And that was Chris Maxwell involved with that. Thomas Ridgway took some damage in that 4 car. Again, caution number 2 on the night. We are on lap 11 right now. Again, 11 of 45. We are, pretty quick race tonight. See, Robert. Let's go back and check in on Robert. I believe he's still trying to get some damage fixed in the pits. Running 23rd. It's Clayton Fowler in the 67. Who else was involved in that incident? I don't see any damage on that 82 of Casey Cotterman, so he may be okay. He's still running up in 13th. Might have a little nose damage, but while we work on these pace laps, let's go through, look at some of the paint schemes tonight. Well, that's really cool. Kill Switch Engage, the band. Number 30 car, Tyler Stroll. That's a cool paint job. Know a few Kill Switch songs. Brandon Cowell. Used to see him in the that black and orange truck. Barry Acker. Randy Courier, 3 Wide Motorsports. It's a very familiar name to add to YMF. We see him race every Monday in the trucks. A few of these guys: Brandon Cowell, Barry Acker, Brandon Bell, Brian Nagel. Oh, I love that Looney Tunes car, that Jeff Gordon. Oh, that's awesome. I love that car. So cool. I actually have I have the Jeff Gordon diecast. I actually got it autographed by Jeff Gordon. Yeah, signed it for me at Indianapolis Motor Speedway years ago when I was a little kid. So cool. It's Chris Gates. What's he driving tonight? The old Tony Stewart Home Depot car. Christian Devine. Let me get a good look at his car. I liked it. We saw it earlier. I like that red and yellow. What else we got? still to know who is driving that 8 car. Cody DeForge and the me, Ricky Bobby. Come on, Cody DeForge. I'm cheering for you, man. I thought he was going to pull it off in the trucks this week, but as I mentioned earlier, just unfortunate incident, late race incident for him. I don't believe it was anything that he did, but again, that was Monday. It's Wednesday, new night. Make it happen, Cody. We're cheering for you. Pace lights are off. Field making their way down the backstretch, entering turn 3 now. Sean Ross, Russ Martin Jr. will be the 2 cars starting on the front row. Field in the middle, 3 and 4 right now. Be lap 13 when they cross the line after taking that green flag. All right, here we go. Green flag is out. Great jump on the outside by the 44. Huge jump by the 44. First four cars, single file. Double file. Just a little bit back down that line. I love this overhead chopper view. You get a nice look at all the cars up front. You get to see really how they're moving in and out. Robert Chappell, way back there. Ooh, got some movement. Oh, trouble around Randy Coyer in the 52. Several cars involved. Huge incident. Let's go back and take a look, see exactly what happened. I saw 52 and the 20 involved. Let's slow this down, get a good look, see exactly what. So it looks like that inside line, or I'm sorry, outside line, that very front car checked up and just caused a chain reaction. Rewind that just a bit. Well, how did the 52 get involved? So again, on that top line, it looks like they check up. Watch that 83 car. I think that's Barry Acker. So he gets into the bumper of that purple and black car in front of him. That's going to cause the 20 to check up. Okay, there we go. And then 20 goes, that pushes the 20 down. Oh, just enough to get into Randy Coyer, and that 52 sends him up into the wall. 83 down the track. He collects that number 9, and it's just a pile up from there. That 057 involved, 23 involved. Hard hit from the number 9. Yikes. It's Brandon Bell in the number 9. Let's go back, see if we can get maybe another view of this. We'll take a couple of looks. Plenty of cars involved here. It's actually going aboard with number 9. This is Brandon Bell's view. Right behind Randy Coyer when it happens. Oh, man. So close. Go back, see if we can get another view. Who else was involved? Rewind that. I apologize. Alright, so one more look here. Speed this up just a hair. Just a little bit too back on our replay. My apologies. I believe they wrecked this time around on the back stretch. Yep, here we go. So tough break for these guys. This will be our third incident. We'll go back live. Hopefully these guys were able to get some of that damage repaired. Again, no fast repairs tonight. So not good news for some of those guys. That was a very tough hit. Oh, Chris Maxwell, he was checking in on the, he was checking in with us. We appreciate you, checking in for the 6th crew. Yeah, unfortunately, nothing you could really do about that one. End his night early, but best of luck to you next Wednesday. We hope to see you back here live on the YMF Racing Network for week 2. Speaking of next week, we'll be heading to Iowa. That'll be week 2 of your ARCA series. And just kind of run down the schedule. So we'll go ahead to Iowa, Rockingham, Five Flags Speedway. I'm really looking forward to Five Flags. That will be May 6th. I'm a huge short track racing fan, so we'll see some temper flies. Hopefully a good car count that night. That'll be a lot of fun racing. After that will be Kansas, Michigan. Michigan's always a good race, one of my favorite tracks. Nashville Fairgrounds, Chicagoland, and then their playoffs. It's just 2 weeks worth of playoffs. It'll be at Charlotte and Bristol. Man, what a way! The championship race is gonna be at Bristol. That is gonna be awesome. You don't want to miss that. It's forever away, but dang it, we got something to look forward to. Pace lights are off. Field in the middle of 3 and 4. And we will be back to racing here shortly at the BCGaming 45. Live at Daytona International Speedway on the YMF Racing Network. This is part of the FTR Racing Series. If you're interested in doing any kind of iRacing leagues, doesn't matter what night you want to race, lots of options. Check out FTR. Trucks on Monday, ARCA on Wednesday. Those are just the broadcasted events. The green flag is back out. Peyton Burkett. That's who was in the number 8 car that I was looking for earlier. Okay. Number didn't match up with my leaderboard here, so now I know who that is. He's in your second position, the number 8 Blackdale Jr. car. We got some 3 wide, just a bit. I thought it was 3 wide, maybe just 2 wide. A few rows back. Got some movement up front. Kevin Croft He's worked his way into the 4th position. We saw him involved in an earlier incident, so very cool to see him up in 4th place. Able to get that number 21 Chevy repaired. Most of the field starting to single file towards the front. We're on lap 19 of 45. This is back in your battle for 8th position. We got Bryant Nagel in that 458. Behind Tyler Stroll in the 30. He gets around Dustin Dory. Let's go in and check on Robert. We're actually going to go on board with him tonight. He was nice enough to give us an onboard view of exactly what he sees. In just a moment, we're going to pull up Robert's camera here. Yeah, he's riding around in the back right now. Unfortunately involved in an incident very early in the race, and has been trying to get his car repaired and keep himself in this race. Oh, trouble! Caution is out! Let's take a look and see what happened. Yellow flag. Who was involved? There we go. I apologize. Oh, man. Eric Custer in that 007. Let's get our overhead view, rewind this, and see exactly what went wrong. Watch that 007. He tries to move to the outside. And 17. Just kind of cut him off there. Dustin Dory, who's in that 17. Let's get one more view. The 17 cut him off, or was the 007 just a little too aggressive? Let's see, so he moves to the outside. Hard to tell there. I think this 17. Let's go on board and actually look. Get a good view from the nose. Again, this is Eric Custer. He's gonna be coming down the front stretch behind Dory. There, moves to the outside. Yeah, hard to really tell exactly what happened. But man, hard lick for him. Is anybody else taken out in that? Who else got some damage? Some quarter speed. So the 528 gets some damage. Ow! Hard hit for 30. 057 gonna go around. That's Christian Devine. He collects Cody DeForge in the 24. And 2 tough races in a row on the YMF network for Cody DeForge. And that tears his car up pretty good as Randy Coyer gets around. Good job dodging that, Randy Coyer. Maybe. Or is he going to make contact? No, Randy makes it. Heads up, driving by the 52. Let's get one more view of this incident, and we'll go live, check in on the field, see where everybody is. And this all is going to start towards the top of your screen. Watch that 007 and 17 racing. Just hard racing. Good hard racing. Unfortunate incident for some of those other guys. Back live. We are in lap 22 right now, 45. We got a few cars on pit road. We'll let things shake out here, and then we'll run through and check out our top 20. See how everybody's running. We appreciate everybody checking in tonight. Again, this is the BC Gaming 45. Make sure you check out BC Gaming 14 over on Twitch. He is the reason, part of the reason that this series is happening and this event is happening tonight. So make sure you check in with him, give him a follow, let him know you appreciate him. And that's Russ Martin Jr. back in the 91 car, currently running 4th place. I'm not sure. Do you guys have a favorite paint scheme tonight? What's one that really stands out to you? Personally, I'm gonna go with the 458 of Bryant Nagel, or probably the 91 of Russ Martin. I really love the black and green, but it's also hard to say no to that old Jeff Gordon Looney Tunes scheme. I wish Looney Tunes were still a thing. All those old cartoons. Look at Tyler Stroll. He got a lot of damage. It's in that kill switch engage car. He's going to bring it down pit lane. Try to get some of that damage repaired. Again, no fast repairs tonight. So they do have to spend some time in the pits anytime they want to get something repaired. Tough break for Tyler in that number 30 machine. Ace lights are off. We will be back to green flag racing on the YMF Racing Network next time by. Little over halfway through this race. Brandon Cowell running in the front row. He may be one to watch this series. He always does well in the trucks. He always, you know, I guess I don't want to say always, but majority of the time we see him running near the front in the trucks on Monday nights. So we'll see if he's able to pull one out tonight here in the ARCA series, but I think he'll be one to watch all series long. Again, this is a 10-week series, brand new to the FTR family. If you want to get involved, it's not too late. Join anytime. Reach out to Robert Chappell, number 87. Running back in 17th right now. Looks like he's still been trying to get some of that damage repaired. I'm really not sure. Is he still repairing damage, or is he just getting maybe topping off on fuel? There's no way he still has damage, I would think. That first incident earlier this race didn't look that bad. We have another caution. I'll see if maybe we can go back and take a look at that. I'm not sure if we'll be able to. But maybe I can see, because I really don't think he had a ton of damage. We didn't even have a caution for it. I mean, I know a caution doesn't necessarily mean damage or no damage, but I mean, nobody went hard into the wall. I didn't see any parts laying on the track. Either way, pace car's off. Field works their way down the front stretch. Green flag is out. Brandon Cowell, Sear Navarrete gonna lead the field down into turn one. Outside line with the advantage right now. Brandon Cowell getting some help from 91, Russ Martin Jr. on the outside. Down to roughly about 20 cars left in this race. Oh, might have some trouble. Sure exactly what happened. Go back and maybe get a replay of that. It sent 0 down below the apron, whatever happened. Oh, looks like that 44 may gave that 014 a hard push. Yeah, John Ross gave him a good little shove, and that just kind of shook things up a bit. No trouble. Everybody able to maintain their line, hold on to it. Good heads up driving from everyone there to prevent another incident. Hopefully we can keep this thing green. About 21 laps to go here at the BCGaming 45. Field pretty much looks like everybody's going to calm down in a few instants rather quickly. Everybody's single file for the most part. Got Clayton Fowler back there running 9th. He's in the 67 on the inside. Still making their way on the back stretch. Oh, trouble around 014. Nasir goes spinning. No caution yet. Saves it from inside the wall. Man, we just saw him get a hard hit from John Ross at the beginning of this restart. What happened this time? 2 tough breaks for him. This kind of things got a little messy. Watch the number 64 behind him. Let's kind of get some of those buffers. Hate to see that. For the 014 in Nasir. The 3 wide racing up front. That number 21. It's Kevin Croft. And this is your battle back for 7th, 8th, 9th. I'll back here these guys. Bradley Bartley, he has moved his way in the front position. He's in the number 0. Very impressive to see him out front. He had some contact earlier in this race. So great to see him able to get things taken care of and put himself back in a leading situation. 18 laps to go at Daytona. Looks like we got about 2 different packs. So your first 10 cars are going to be that lead field. I'm sorry, 11 cars. And you got Russ Martin Jr. back in 12th. James Smith behind him. Robert Chappell, Randy Coyer running back in 14th and 15th. Pretty spread out. Back to our lead pack. $17 laps to go. Got some comments from regarding one of our early incidents. Mr. Dustin Dory just says it's a tough, unfortunate racing incident for him in that 007. Their teammates, they were working together. Just didn't work out for those guys, unfortunately. Well, hate to see that happen to you, Dustin. But we look forward to seeing you on track. Hopefully we'll see you. We won't be live this Monday for trucks, but the following Monday. So hopefully we see you in the trucks or even in the ARCA series next Wednesday. You'll see you put that thing in victory lane in Iowa. You got the number 30 team checking in as well. Appreciate you checking in, Mr. Tyler Stroll. Had some damage in a earlier caution. It's back in 18th right now. Just a lot of damage. Awesome car though. Kill switch engage car. Here's your top 4: Kevin Croft, Peyton Burkett, Bradley Bartley, John Ross. These cars are lined up. 15 to go. They're able to line up and separate themselves from 5th through 10th. Brandon Cowell leading that second group, just not far behind at all. They're going to catch that. They'll catch that lead pack, no doubt about it. Brian Nagel going to fall in line back there. 528. Tyler Spencer probably should do the same. There he goes. Let these guys stay single file, catch those leaders up there, then race it out. Smart move, boys. Going board with Robert one more time. Again, he was nice enough to give us a really cool onboard view with him. So let's take advantage of that. He makes his way around Russ Martin Jr. Just really cool to get that view of what these guys see as they're racing. You can see he's got his monitors, his triple monitors. He's locked in focus. He's praying for a caution. Back to your lead pack. You're going to be catching Tyler Stroll and a couple other lap down cars with him. Christian Devine. All right, let's see. Will the lap cars give them any trouble? I don't think they will. They move to the high side. Everyone on the lead lap keeps the inside line, and they're going to make their way around those lap down cars of Christian Devine and Tyler Stroll. No problem. "12 laps to go. Will we see another caution or not? I know some of these guys in the back are praying for a caution. They're really going to need it. Barry Acker, Bryant Nagel, Brandon Cowell, they fell way back. They're going to need something to happen. There's a top 20 on your screen currently. It's going to be 11 laps to go. Not a lot of movement up front. Everybody single file. Yeah, nobody up front wants a caution. So they're going to do their best to keep this thing as clean as possible. This is, so 7th is JJ Lisa, and then the next group behind them will be Robert Chappell back in 8th, Randy Coyer 9th, and Russ Martin Jr. 10th. Let's go on board with Peyton Burkett. I apologize if I butcher your last name. Let's go on board. He's in 2nd position right now. Riding behind Kevin Croft in the 21. Top 5 still single file working together. And it's going to be Kevin Croft, Peyton Burkett, Bradley Bartley, John Ross, and Casey Cotterman. Peyton Fowler is 6th, just a little bit behind him. He's getting some help from that 057, but not going to be enough probably to catch that pack ahead of them. They're going to need a caution as well. Now, are we going to see green flag stops coming? Who was that? 82. Casey Cotterman got a little loose sliding in there on his entry. Good job saving that. But John Ross and Casey Cotterman hit the pits. So how's this going to shake things out for fuel? Can these leaders make it the whole way, or will they need to stop? This might get very interesting. This could open up the door for some people we weren't expecting. Spreads the whole field out throughout the track. Again, these are your top 3 currently with 8 to go. We'll see if they hit the pits maybe within the next few laps. I don't know. We will see. My guess is they're not going to be able to make it if several others have hit the pits for some fuel. But I do not know. This will be your top three. JJ Lisa back in fourth. John Ross fifth. Casey Cotterman sixth. Barry Acker seventh. Brian Nagel eighth. All right, there we go. There comes those top three cars. So they're hitting the pit lane now. They're going to come in and top off on Sunoco fuel. Let's see, that should move JJ Lisa to the lead, assuming that JJ does not pit. Look at that damage on the rear end of that number 64. Let's keep an eye on 64, see what JJ does. Yeah, JJ's going to come down the pits, so then that will move John Ross up into the first position. John Ross and Casey Cotterman were the first ones to come down pit lane, I believe. So these should be your race leaders. I know Cotterman hit the pits. Look at that shot from 458 to 83. Good bump there by Mr. Nagel. All right, so this should move Barry Acker into first position. Oh no! It's Kevin Croft. 5 laps to go. I don't want to rewind just in case we miss something right now. Not sure exactly what happened. Luckily, he was able to hang on to it. I saw him get a little loose, but thank God he didn't completely lose it. Maybe some of the other guys farther in the back were hoping maybe that would have played out a little differently. But it stays green. 5 laps to go at the BCGaming 45. Side by side for the lead, Barry Acker. These guys getting a little pushy. Some rough driving up front. 4 laps to go. These guys want to win. Brandon Cowell in third. Yeah. Took home a 3rd place in the trucks on Michigan. Can he move his way up? Finish 1st or 2nd tonight in the ARCA series. 4 laps to do it, Mr. Cowell. Barry Acker continuing to lead with Brian Nagel all over his rear bumper. Brian Nagel moves to the inside and he makes his way to the 1st position. He's got help from Peyton behind him. Three laps to go. The field comes across comes into some lap down cars, no factor. They stay to the high side. They go 3 wide momentarily. Gonna be 1 more lap down car, Randy Coyer, I believe. Randy Coyer stays below that yellow line. What a gentleman. Gonna allow these guys to continue racing. They battle it out. 2 laps to go. Look at Brandon Cowell at 85, all over Barry Acker on the outside line. I have a feeling we are going to have a drag race to the line. Oh, 8 in the 458. That slows them down. Slows the 8 way down. That was Peyton Burkett. 458 tries to block, but nothing he can do. This is the final lap. Barry Ecker moves in the first position. 458 slides down to the inside line. Brandon Cowell moves up top. He's going to have help from John Ross behind him. Watch these guys just moving all over the track trying to make something happen. And Barry Ecker, Brandon Cowell. Brandon Cowell falls back. Barry Ecker with help from Bryant Nagel. Oh no, 458 into the grass. Oh my gosh, I don't even know who just won the race. They were side by side. Holy crap. Who won? I believe Brandon Cowell crossed the line. He may have got Barry Ecker right at the finish. Trying to get a good view here to see exactly who won that race. That was a close one. I believe it was Brandon Cowell. I'm gonna slow it down right when we get to the line. Okay. So watch Barry Ecker in the 83. He moves down to try to block the 21. John Ross gives 85 a good shove, and I believe 85 got it. Not sure if there's a better view we can get. Yeah, 85 got it. Let's go back and see if he puts on a show. Gonna celebrate for us. Brandon Cowell, BCGaming 45 winner. Bringing home the first win in the debut of the ARCA series here for FTR. Congratulations, Mr. Brandon. Spinning his tires on front lane for us. On the front stretch for us. Barry Ecker finishes second. They're going to celebrate together, go nose to nose. There they go. Love to see Barry Ecker bringing home that second place finish tonight. He had a rough night Monday in the truck, so congratulations on his second. John Ross is going to finish third. Really want to know what happened with Bryant. Can we go back and see? Because Bryant was... It's in the 458. Let's go back in and get a replay and see exactly what happened. Let's get an overhead view. I think the car behind him may have got in that zero. Watch the zero car. It's all over the bumper trying to push. Yeah, gets in that rear left side of 458, sends him down the track. Right there at the line, too. And 83 moved down to try to block 21. Just didn't work out. And again, John Ross in third gives some help to number 85. But man, what an awesome finish. That was very exciting. Let's see if we can get anybody in here for a couple interviews. I mean, just a moment. We'll start out with third place John Ross. Just a moment, folks. We'll bring him live. Hey, John, it's Cody. You got a copy? All right. Thank you, John. We are live on the booth. Congratulations on your third place finish. Heck of a push there at the end. You kind of decided on who won this race, man. But overall, good race for you. Tell us about your night.
Yeah, it was eventful. I feel like the pushing in the ARCA is a lot different than it is in most of the other oval cars that we run. And the side draft is really bad here. You can pull a little bit on the ARCA, but not a lot. So it was really just, you got to find a dancing partner and you got to push them. And right there at the end, we saw the bottom line. The top line was nothing all night long. And the bottom line, it looked like someone got loose and the leader was hung out. And then I just said, listen, I can either get a top three or try to win this thing, but there's just no momentum. So it was push Brandon to a win or just finish in the top five.
And great call on your end, because I've been in those situations myself where, you can either wreck everybody or be happy with the top three and help somebody else. So great decision on your end there. One question I do have for you. So I believe you and Casey Cotterman were the first two to hit the pits there at the end. Were you just completely out of gas, or was this any kind of fuel strategy that you had?
Yeah, we were like I had to come in that lap. Casey followed me, which was great, by him. And I kept trying to talk to the guys in front of me. I don't know if they have mics or, but everybody was kind of off cycle. So I stayed out. I think if you notice at the beginning of that second run, I stayed out a long time and it kind of put me off cycle a bit. And I knew if we could get hooked up, because I saw a lot of people going in as singles, and I knew if we could get hooked up, we'd be okay. So I drugged the brake a little bit. Luckily, we got in that pack that kind of blew by us, and we were able to tag on. But yeah, I was completely out of fuel. I had to come in that lap.
Well, it worked out for you, man. Again, congratulations on your top three tonight. Excellent performance. Next week, we'll be heading to Iowa. Any thoughts on Iowa?
Well, I'll be traveling, so I'll hit these sporadically. But Iowa's a great track. It's a good short track, and these cars, the ARCA car, is so much fun on short tracks and mile and a halves. That is going to be a fantastic race to watch.
I hate to hear you won't be there, but safe travels. I hope you enjoy your time wherever you're going. And again, congratulations tonight. I'll get you out of here, and hope you enjoy the rest of your evening.
Yeah, appreciate that. Just a quick shout out, if you don't mind, to Rob for being able to generate this league, Buckcrack Motorsports, and my teammate Russ Martin for being able to sponsor this thing. Elevated Performance, and that's Russ, and we've got a couple of other guys that run with us on Monday. Certainly appreciate you guys as well.
There you go. Thank you for shouting all those guys out, John. And again, congratulations tonight, and we look forward to seeing you next time here on track at the ARCA series.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yep, thank you. All right, folks, give me just a moment. We're going to pull in our second place finisher here, Mr. Barry Acker. Just a moment. Barry, it's Cody up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. Got you.
Barry, congratulations, man. You finished second. So close to a win there. Oh, man. But I love to see you finish in the top three tonight. You had a not so good night in the trucks on Monday. So love to see that for you. Tell us about the ending there. You went down to try to block the 21. Do you regret that decision? Do you wish you would have stayed where you were? What was going through your mind?
So actually, I had been working with Brandon and Bryant since we came out of the pits. We all pitted a little bit early. We kind of just stuck together and, made good laps. And then it just worked out that we ended up at the front. Try to stay with them. On the last lap, the guys ahead kind of just got loose and we went around them. And coming to the stripe, I didn't know if Brandon was going to stick with me or if he was going to try to take the win for himself. So I bobbled to try to block him, and when I did, it just cost me momentum, and then I had no choice but to either wreck Brandon or drop to the bottom, and I'm not going to wreck Brandon. So yeah, it was intense. There was some pretty crazy moves I've made there to three wides that I didn't know if I was going to make it through it, but I had to do them.
It definitely worked out for you, man. Great decision not deciding to wreck everybody there. I thought whenever I saw your car dive down to in front of that 21 is like, oh no, this is it. We're all gonna crash at the line, but no, everybody was safe. We finished clean. Awesome finish. I was just asking John Ross. Unfortunately, he's not gonna be there next week, but hopefully you will be. Any thoughts on Iowa?
I have not ran Iowa in this car. I haven't really ran Iowa much at all. I've heard it's a pretty good track with these cars. So yeah, I should be back next week, and we'll see how it goes. Hopefully, it's some good racing. Hopefully, we can clean up some of these cautions and get some more green flag runs, make some strategy calls.
Yeah, unfortunately, we did have quite a few cautions tonight. You know, I know that's just part of super speedway racing, but like you said, hopefully we'll see a cleaner Iowa next week. Any final words? Any shout outs you want to give? You know, to promote your social media. Where can we find you?
I don't have any social media. I'm actually trying to figure out how to do the whole streaming thing. So once I get that, maybe next time I'm in the booth, I'll give it to you guys. But just got to give a shout out to Brandon, Randy, all the guys over at OGRL. Huge shout out to Robert and all the guys that put this on. I know, like we talked about, there was a lot of cautions, tonight in the trucks, but I mean, it's to be expected with super speedway racing and, a lot of new drivers coming in. I ran the truck series quite a few races last season with these guys, and FTR puts on some really good races. Even last year in the trucks, like the first couple races, it was kind of chaos, and then afterwards it turned into probably some of the best racing I've had. So I got faith that Robert and the guys will, get this and the truck series worked out, and we'll be good to go. But
I definitely have faith that things will get cleaned up. We're in for a great season of racing. Again, it's a 10-week series here, so not a super long series, but plenty of time to get things straightened out, and we look forward to making it back out on track next week at Iowa. Best of luck next week. Congratulations again on your second place finish tonight. We'll get you out of here, and hope you enjoy the rest of your evening.
all right, thank you.
Hey, thank you. All right, folks, that was Barry Acker, second place finisher here. In just a moment, we are going to bring in our winner, Mr. Brandon Cowell. Brandon Cowell, it's Cody in the booth. YMF, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, man, congratulations. First place tonight. You finished third in the trucks on Monday. You're having a heck of a week, man. How's it feel to be a big winner here at the ARCA Series?
Yeah, it feels great. It was a great race, and not the outcome I expected. I was hoping to push Barry there to the end, and we just got crossed up and didn't want to wreck him. So
it was a very exciting finish. I thought things were going to get messy. How were you looking on fuel? Were you on any kind of specific fuel strategy, or did you just run it to the end and hope things kind of worked out for you?
no, I was good on fuel there. I had plenty. I tried to take a little bit less. Thankfully, a few guys came with me because I think on the oldest pit strategy from one of the earlier cautions, so everybody else probably would have had fuel to go further. So without those cars, Bryant and Barry coming with me, we might not have been able to even catch them. So we did a heck of a job running our laps while everybody else pit and staying with that lead pack.
It was such an exciting finish. And we were just talking about Iowa next week. Do you have any thoughts on Iowa next week? Going to be here? Can you go back to back 2 wins in a row?
I hope so. I like Iowa. It's been a little bit since I've run ARCA there, but these cars, I just love these cars. I don't know what it is. They just produce some great racing no matter where you go. Super speedways, there's, the draft is a huge impact, side drafting. Shorter tracks, tires come into play, so they just produce some great racing. So I'm looking forward to it.
I'm definitely looking forward to it too. Really, this whole season, I'm really excited to see what you guys, what kind of entertainment you guys produce on track for us. I'm gonna get ready to wrap things up here. Any final words from you? Want to give any shout outs before we shut things down here?
Yeah, big shout out to Barry, sticking with me there. He was one of the ones that pitted with me. We were kind of in chat there, and he had more fuel than I did, but him coming down definitely helped to save my race. And then obviously he was the one that pulled us up to catch everybody, and then John just giving me great pushes and helping that outside line kind of get something going, because it wasn't working too well for a little bit there. I thought we were doomed. So, and then again, yourself, as always, these broadcasts, I appreciate it. everything you do. So
Well, thank you so much. Again, congratulations. Awesome week so far. Awesome win. Hope to talk to you again. Maybe we'll chat with you. Hopefully next week in Victory Lane at Iowa. But we'll get you out of here. Enjoy your evening. Congratulations and take care.
yeah, I appreciate it. Have a great night.
Hey, thank you. You too. All right, folks. Again, that was your race winner, Brandon Cowell. I just want to run through the final results here, then we'll shut things down for the week on YMF. Just a moment. Let me get back to my results here. So, again, race winner tonight for the BCGaming 45, Brandon Cowell. Second place will go to Barry Acker, and third, John Ross will be your top three. But let's run through the rest of the field. Fourth went to Kevin Croft. Fifth, Peyton Burkett. Sixth, Bradley Bartley. Seventh, Casey Cotterman. Eighth, Bryant Nagel. Ninth, Clayton Fowler. 10th, Russ Martin Jr. 11th, Robert Chappell. 12th, JJ Lisa. 13th, Tyler Spencer. 14th, Randy Courier. 15th, Nasir Navarrete. Again, I apologize if I butchered the name. 16th, James Smith. 17th, Tyler Stroll. 18th, Eric Custer. 19th went to Christian Devine. 20th, Dustin Dory. 21st, Cody DeForge. 22nd, Brandon Bell. 23rd, Chris Gates. 24th, Matt Grosso. 25th, Tom Marshall. And 26th, Chris Maxwell. 27th, Thomas Ridgway. And finally, Dave Peterson finished 28th tonight. Overall, very exciting finish. Fun to watch this debut event in the ARCA series here at FTR on the YMF Racing Network. Again, huge thank you to BCGaming 14 for sponsoring tonight's event, sponsoring the league. Make sure you give him a follow on Twitch if you haven't done that already. But that's going to be it tonight here for YMF Racing Network. We'll be live again next Wednesday for week 2 of the ARCA series. Again, no broadcast Monday for the trucks, unfortunately. I will be gone for that one, but we will be live next Wednesday. ARCA series live at Iowa, YMF Racing Network. Make sure you're here. Make sure you check in, cheer on your favorite drivers, and just hang out, have a good time, enjoy some good racing on a Wednesday night. Thank you guys, everybody who tuned in and watched tonight. Take care, and we will see you next time.